Morning everyone, welcome back to another video. My name is Jan Kjellstrand. I'm a dairy farmer from Saskatchewan, Canada. I'm still cleaning out corrals and backfilling them. Admittedly, this has taken a lot longer than we had hoped, but that is, of course, because we're backfilling the corrals with sand right away. So today I'm doing the second last corral. You can see we've already got a pretty good start on it. Hopefully I can get this cleaned out and backfilled today. I do have to milk this afternoon. It is Friday. I milk every Friday afternoon, so. Corral 9, corral 8 done. This one is one corral that we were able to backfill earlier in the year. Pen 2 is done. Pen 3, pen 6 are done. And when I say done, these things are, you know, their health bar is at 100%. The floor has been raised up a couple feet. This is corral 6. It is just looking so awesome. Pen 3, same thing. It was a cold one last night. I looked on the app and it said -6 degrees Celsius. I could feel it. It's we're getting close to winter coming to us, so this is still a nice fall temp though. Bit of frost in the morning and then it gets up close to 10 degrees Celsius during the day still, so able to get a lot of work done. No serious amount of snow in the forecast, which is good because we still got a lot of bales to pick off of the field yet. I'll show you guys this pen 2. Pen 2 is pen 4 is full with sand as well. We did that yesterday, so that's kind of why it's been taking so long. Some of these corrals, you know, I'll be cleaning them out for the better part of a day, and then it'll take an additional day to put sand in, so you're committing 2 days to a single corral. And yeah, that's going to take some time when you have 9 corrals. So anyway, we're going to hop in the case loader here. I started it half an hour ago. Let this thing warm up proper before we put it to work. I am going to start out though by topping up the hydraulic fluid in here, because we still have a leaking hose on there and she has been leaking. Yeah, it looks like we need some fuel as well. Oh yeah, real slow in the morning with those cold hydraulics. To the shop we go. So to fill the hydraulic fluid on this loader, it's just behind the cab. Gotta open a few covers here. This rad lifts up out of the way. And then we gotta open this thing. It's a little bit warm in here. Some pressure on there. And we gotta get a funnel and then pour it in back there. Last time I did this, I spilled a bunch of oil in here. But I guess I did a not so bad job cleaning it out because it's not completely covered in dust in here. Let's grab some oil. We got the amount of oil in there that we wanted. I did end up spilling a little bit, so we're just going to use some brake cleaner fluid. It's a little pump jar. Just spray it all clean. We're not going to be conservative at all with this brake cleaner fluid. Just use it all. Just took a break from hauling manure. We got the first couple of loads out to the field, but I got to run our double offsing program here. So we're needling a couple cows, got a couple lists to do, fertilizing, estromate, just looking for the cows, and tracking them down in the barn this morning. The side of the barn is done, so we let those head lockers go. We try to keep the cows locked up for the least amount of time possible. Now we'll go to this side. All right, we're done needling these cows in the barn. Now I'm gonna go talk to some guys that are here to weld on our liquid manure tankers. So we just cleaned out our pit, I think in August, and we're gonna have to do it one more time before winter, that kind of final clean out right before the 6 months of winter. So they are fixing the top. I showed it in a couple videos, I think. The top spout is leaking where there's an agitation valve on the top of that tank, and they're just gonna cut that out and put a straight pipe across. Simplify it, get rid of that leak, and then the tank will be staying cleaner, and my job cleaning that tank every time will be a lot easier. So we're gonna go talk to them, see if we can help out at all. So this valve was on top of the wagon, and it was just always a bit of a liability instead of an asset. So these guys are taking it off, and they're the best welders in the game. So this thing's gonna look factory when they're done. Yeah. Just got back from lunch. I'm gonna try and finish this corral off before milking. Got to milk cows this afternoon at 3:30. Kind of just got to clean up the edges, so we should be able to do it if all goes well. We're done that corral. I just parked the tractor at the back there, ready to go for tomorrow. I just want to show you guys these animals. They are already putting on their winter coats. These heifers out in the corrals, they're looking way fluffier than they were just a couple weeks ago. Literally 2 weeks ago, they didn't have nothing yet, and now they fluff up so quickly. It starts to get cold at night, and they just know. It just happens. It's crazy. It's cool to see. That's how you know winter's coming. Cows start to get more fluffy. So that's pen 1 done. Just need to put sand in here. A couple loads will do it. And then we have one more corral to go. So the welders finished up, cut the recirc valve out of the tank. I'm pretty sure when we bought the tank off the previous owner, we requested that he put it on, but we've never had to use it, so Just less complicated, a little unfortunate, but at the time, that's what we were thinking. But now there's just a straight shot pipe up there. That does look good. Hopefully it doesn't leak it all there. Neat, they made a plate where that recirc valve went into the tank. Simplify this tank. This tire, we gotta take it off and fix the stem here. It leaks slowly. There's one on the inside of the tire and it just slowly leaks, so gotta take the tire off the rim though. That's why we haven't done it yet. The tire is perfectly fine. Anyway, if you guys have been watching the channel for a very long time, you'll see that we took those injectors off the back. That got rid of 2 hydraulic remotes, and now that that valve is off the top, got rid of 3. So we went from having 4 hydraulic operations on this tank when we first bought it to now we only have 1 for the steering. It's just simplified it huge, and I think it's better now than when we first got it, so that's awesome. Another cool thing, update, calf barn, they were putting tin on it today. Getting closer and closer to closing this up, which will be nice for these calves. Then these rooms will be climate controlled. Sure looking good. This calf barn just looks like such a big barn now. Goes all the way past that tie-in there quite a ways, so just for calves. Again, this is just because we like to raise our steer calves to finish, and we want them in this calf barn. Don't want to put them out in hutches and put the heifers in this calf barn. We've thought about that before. But if you're going to finish off your own steers, you might as well treat them as good as the heifers. They're just going to grow that much more efficiently. Parlor's all ready to go for milking. Just waiting for cows. That is incredible that no one looked at. Mate! How am I gonna go and get that camera now? We're just milking away now, almost done that first group. And I want to show you guys the new upgrade we have in the parlor. So we have the gutter right here, and the cows, their butts hang over it. So when they crap in the parlor, it goes into here instead of into the parlor. That's the theory anyway. Before we had 2 valves at the front that opened water to the front of that gutter, and we just upgraded it to a new button here. So if I click that button, it opens this electric valve and it runs the water in this gutter for 45 seconds. And the reason we did this is because before we just had the valves at the front, and we kind of suspected that they were being left on maybe a little bit too long. And it's going out, I think, at 60 gallons a minute. Like, it's pretty good flow. It's a big hose. So that's the old valve. We used to just open that up. It would go and dump water at the front of the gutter here. So now it's timed, and hopefully this will not be spending as much water. It'll put less water in the lagoon, which is what our goal was with this. You can see that water start to come out as it's flushing the manure. So that was our idea anyway. We kind of figured those valves being left on for too long was contributing to 5 to 10 tankers in the lagoon every year. So at $275 an hour custom rate, pays for those electric valves pretty quick, not putting that water in the lagoon. So it's also more convenient during milking. You don't have to remember to shut it off. So yeah, that's another upgrade. Keep learning. Group 1 is done. Flushing the holding area, grabbing group 2. Come on, lady. Yikes. I was just scraping away there on the west side of the barn, and I heard this fan just making a brutal noise. Not really sure why. We will look into it more another time. First thing that set me off, this whole group just sprinted back away, so something just broke in this fan. Like I said, I was in the skid steer with the full RPMs, and I heard it in there, so it was pretty loud. Not good. Not good at all. So close to making it for the winter. Oh, I see it right there. So I imagine that blade was hitting something. You can see the bracket, it's broken right there. Oh man. Got lucky there. To be in the barn while that happens is so lucky. Could shut it off in time. I imagine all the blades are fine, just need to replace that center hub now, but I've replaced those fans when they've blown up and they properly blow up. But now I was in the barn for once, caught it before it absolutely shredded itself. So that is sucks obviously, but it's pretty cool to actually see it for once. Back to scraping. And just like that, group's clean, lead is going back in. Everybody is excited today. Running all over the place.